teams of adventurers have been battling against the guarded Scorpion Island.
With one goal in sight, to escape.
I really want to win so I can say I've won, I've escaped from Scorpion Island. Not many people can say that.
I really want to escape.
After an onslaught of terrifying challenges, it's come to this. Their final escape begins right now.
The day has come and Claw are going to win once again.
On a scale of 1 to 100, I would want to win 110.
But with it brings a barrage of unnerving challenges as both Team Sting and Claw fight against the devious island.
Scorpion Island, you better watch out, the powerhouse is coming.
You're meant to be going that way.
A little bit nervous, but hopefully I'll be able to conquer my fear and do my team proud.
There's another one!
Team Claw are going to give it their all for this.
Come on!
And escape from Scorpion Island.
And welcome to Escape from Scorpion Island. I'm Johnny.
I'm Mylene.
It may look like a tropical paradise here, but this island is devious and tricky.
That's right. Two teams of adventurers are battling it out to be the best, because only one team will escape the island's clutches, and the big escape day is today.
After 11 hard and strenuous days, Sting and Claw both want to be the team to escape from Scorpion Island.
Scorpion Island, a tropical paradise teeming with nature. But this is an island like no other. It has a living intelligence and a devious, tricky plan to trap anyone that lands on its shores.
In recent Scorpion legend, an adventurer came from far across the seas and broke through the island's impenetrable defense system.
He was a fortune hunter whose mission it was to plunder the island of its legendary treasure, its precious life.
After a terrifying onslaught of challenges, the fortune hunter won all of the island's treasure. But on his final escape day, he failed, and the island captured his spirit and locked it away.
Now, in a bid to beat the island, Sting and Claw have taken on merciless challenges. And after days of competing just like the fortune hunter, they too have won all the island's treasure.
But now they face their final mission to rescue the fortune hunter's spirits from a mysteriously hidden treasure chest and escape from Scorpion Island.
I really want to win so I can say I've won, I've escaped from Scorpion Island. Not many people can say that.
For us to Sting to win, it's like putting us in the history book.
We have to win. There's no other chance. It would just be such an achievement.
So, destiny beckons, and only one team can be victorious and escape the island's clutches, whilst the other, well, only the island knows.
But in getting to this exciting day, there have been loads of twists and turns.
It's been a perilous journey on Scorpion Island. But the teams are now ready to face the final escape.
Sting have chosen Natty to lead them on their final day.
Natty.
Their founding captain who created a team that won time and time again.
Claw have chosen Dylan as their captain.
It's up to me now. We have to win.
The one adventurer who proved that he could turn Claw's fortunes around.
Two formidable captains, two extraordinary teams.
Taking on one devious Scorpion Island. Last night, it unleashed its final surprise.
This is it. Both teams have been working hard trying to get as many island treasures as possible. And you've known for a while that whoever has the most island treasures will have an advantage in the final race to escape.
Team Sting, as you know, you have 8 island treasures. Team Claw, including the one today, you have 3 island treasures. I can now tell you that the island demands during your final race to escape, you must carry the other team's island treasures for the first stage of the challenge. So, just to confirm, Claw, you'll be carrying 8 of Sting's island treasures.
Cactus.
Sting, you'll be carrying 3 treasures. So that means that Claw, you're going to be at a disadvantage. The more island treasures that you've got to carry, the more it's going to weigh you down.
I'm just going to say to you guys, Claw, don't be too disheartened. Today you won the conch shell, which means communication. Make sure you communicate tomorrow. It'll give you a strong chance of winning. And that goes for you two as well. Lots of communication.
That's right. Guys, you can leave the island fire, but have a think about tomorrow, and all will be revealed in the morning. Off you go.
Our adventurers have no idea what the island has planned for their final day, but Sting and Claw team captains Natty and Dylan are on a mission to win and escape from Scorpion Island.
I can't let my team down. Hall's coming, and we're not going to be trapped and stuck here for the rest of our lives.
We do have a pretty good chance of winning the final escape. I just hope they don't get too carried away tonight because they need their sleep for tomorrow.
The sun rises on the island. For one team, this will be their final day. But for another, it will be the start of their eternal exile on Scorpion Island.
It's going to be so exciting. Both teams are in with a chance to escape, so the pressure's really mounting. Team Sting have 3 treasures to carry, whereas Team Claw, they have 8.
Earlier on, they said goodbye to their camps. Let's see how they were feeling.
The base camps were made by the Fortune Hunter's own hand when he faced the island, and just like the Fortune Hunter, our teams have been using them for shelter and protection.
They've been home to happiness, excitement, and all-important strategic discussion.
Team Sting prepare to leave Tree Camp.
I'm going to miss it so much.
I'm going to miss this place. It just feels sort of like home away from home because we've been here every single day, and it's just going to be so sad to, if you think about it, we're never ever going to see this ever again after our escape. Just be a memory of it. That's it.
Meanwhile, at River Camp, Claw say their goodbyes.
There we go. Bye. Guys, it's time to go. Hands in Team Claw. Team Claw! Bye. Gonna miss you.
But now they must leave their protective shelters as the island exposes them to the final escape.
They will journey from the heart of the twisted Scorpion Island jungle to the perilous beach.
As the red-hot sun burns down on the dry, arid sand, the adventurers must face the island's last stand.
And they will have nowhere to hide.
So we're about to tell both teams what the first stage of the escape involves. They're eagerly awaiting the big news. Morning.
Morning, Sting. Morning, Claw. How are you today?
Really good.
Excited? How are the nerves? Oh.
The ooh say it all.
Ooh mean?
We have no idea what's going to happen, and we're really eagerly waiting it.
Captain's got slight nerves. Ooh.
I think I'll be able to lead the team to victory, though.
Today is a very, very big day. In fact, your biggest day yet on the island. Today is the day one of you will escape Scorpion Island and one of you won't.
That's right, I'm going to come to the captain of Team Claw, Dylan. Do you think your team are ready for this big challenge, this big escape?
Yeah, they're ready.
What makes you think they're ready?
Everyone, well, I hope so. From yesterday, we won the challenge yesterday, meaning, you know, everyone's happy, so.
So you're all on a high, got a bit more confidence after winning.
Yeah.
A very winning day for you guys, weren't it, yesterday?
Yeah. We won everything. We won absolutely everything yesterday.
Would you like to know what today entails?
Yes!
Okay, time to find out about the big escape. Now, the first stage will entail you guys abseiling down the huge rock of prosperity.
Yes!
You will traverse the cliff face as the treacherous waters of Scorpion Island crash beneath you.
Oh, that's right. Now, some of you are going to have a disadvantage because you'll be carrying the other team's treasures.
The island's going to decide the order of your descent.
When the adventurers first arrived, they were each assigned a mysterious symbol.
Everybody show each other. I've got a shell.
I've got a circle.
I've got a monkey.
I've got a triangle. I've got the sun. I've got a snake.
Now these symbols will determine who will face each other in the final descent.
Now, we will select the symbols that you were given and allocated on the first day that you got here. Let's get choosing. The first symbol that I have, Natty.
The first symbol that I have, Lizzie. Oh.
Natty will face Lizzie on the cliff face.
The second symbol, Peter.
The second symbol for Team Claw, James.
Peter will take on James.
The third symbol for Sting, Katie.
The third symbol for Claw, Dylan.
Dylan faces Katie.
The fourth symbol for Team Sting, Jeremy.
The fourth symbol for Team Claw, Zach.
Happy with that, Zach?
Yeah.
Zach will descend against Jeremy.
Which means the final symbol that I have in my bag is Jordan.
And of course, the final symbol that I have is Eleanor.
Jordan takes on Eleanor in the final descent.
So, you happy with your pairings?
Yes.
Team Claw?
Yes.
Team Sting?
Yes.
Well, all that's left for me to say now is it's time for the first stage of the Great Escape.
The teams need to make their way down to the beach where they will be returning the island treasures to Scorpion Island. And so in this first stage of the escape, the members of Sting and Claw will be abseiling down a gigantic cliff face in a series of critically important head-to-head races. It will be Natty versus Lizzie, Peter versus James, Katie versus Dylan, Jeremy versus Zach, and finally Jordan versus Eleanor. Natty and Lizzie will begin clambering down at the same time. A clock will start ticking when the first adventurer reaches the ground, and it will only stop when the other adventurer hits the bottom. This time then becomes the head start for the winner's team in the next race down. However, the teams don't just have to get themselves down, they've also got to get their island treasures down too. And after the big swap, that means Claw have got 8 to transport, while Sting have only got 3. Both of the captains, Natty and Dylan, will carry a treasure down as they climb, but the huge responsibility for dealing with the rest falls to the final adventurers from each team, Jordan and Eleanor. They'll have to pulley them all the way down to their teammates before they can make their descents. And of course, the team that gets themselves and their island treasures down first will win a time advantage on the next stage of the escape. This means that they will be the team that's in the lead, so the stakes are the only thing here that's higher than this cliff. So first up, it's Natty for Sting and Lizzie for Claw. When they arrived on the island, little did they know that they would ultimately be kicking off the escape for their teams. And they've both been on an extraordinary adventure to get all the way to this point.
Lizzie came to Scorpion Island with a mission to beat it.
I'm fearless and nothing about Scorpion Island scares me.
And she's proved she's a force to be reckoned with time and time again.
Lizzie, go on, Lizzie! Yes, Lizzie, you're doing amazing!
From being on Scorpion Island, I've learned that I am a great team player.
Lizzie, you are brilliant! Just throw it instead! Just throw it! I'll catch it! You sure? Yeah!
I didn't feel a lot of pressure on me because I felt very confident.
She's not afraid of pushing herself to her limits, and even the terrifying descent doesn't faze her.
I feel confident because I've done abseiling before, but not quite down a rock. But I feel confident that I can beat Natty.
Lizzie has a formidable opponent in Natty, who was a strong competitor from the start.
When I'm all fired up and stuff, I get a bit pushy.
That one! We need to find that one, quick!
Like when you're on a netball court and you're really going for it, you start pushing the other team around, you know, trying to get the ball.
She alone earned the right to be Sting's founding captain.
Natty.
And her leadership skills shone through.
I think what I've learnt about leadership while on Scorpion Island is there's a lot more pressure here. You really have to drive your team to victory, and you're going head-to-head at the start. You know, there's all that pressure.
She always offered support to her fellow adventurers.
You need to communicate more. You're always so silent.
My advice to them would be communication is the key, and listening to your other teammates.
There was only one thing on Scorpion Island that troubled her.
I'm sort of a bit freaked out by heights.
But she cleverly overcame this in Vanishing Point.
Chocolate, 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 chocolate. Whenever we said chocolate was when we were a bit scared of the height. It took your mind away from it. So.
Now she's about to face another height challenge.
I'm a bit nervous because I'm a bit scared of heights, and especially abseiling when you can't see where you're going backwards. Sort of freaks me out a bit. But I'll just have to see.
Well, Natty, we've seen you overcome this fear, and there's no reason why you can't do it again.
So they are two outstanding adventurers, but only one of them can bag the first win for their teams here. Will it be gutsy-seeming Lizzie, or will it be Natty, who's carrying the Silver Pit Viper Island treasure and is seeming very nervous?
Both teams are ready. 3, 2, 1, go!
And they're off! This cliff is as tall as a 5-story building. Imagine what steely nerves this must take. Oh, and Natty's looking apprehensive. She's already slipping behind.
Lizzie's made a very strong start. She feels very confident with this.
And so far that's paying off, but this is where it gets really tricky. The rock drops straight down now for the main part of the descent. Will Lizzie be able to use her apparent fearlessness to consolidate her lead? She's really leading back into the walk down. Great technique. But Natty, meanwhile, is struggling.
This is a real test for Natty. This isn't where she feels the most confidence.
But she is Sting's captain today. She knows that every member of her team has got to play their part, and there's no doubt she will try to push on through the fear.
Lizzie's racing down the cliff face.
And she's already getting very close to the bottom. Just look at the lead she has on Natty, who still seems alarmed. Lizzie's taking her last few steps down over the rocks. She's going steadily now and has proved much quicker than her opponent.
Natty's really taking her time. This is something she is quite frightened of.
But she really needs to hurry up because Lizzie's at ground level now and she's racing over to Claw's position on the beach.
A very confident start for Lizzie and a great start for Claw.
Remember, the difference between the adventurers' times is what counts here. The longer it takes Natty to abseil down, the greater Claw's head start in the second head-to-head race. Whoa, oh no, she needs to be careful too. It'd be easy to swing around and smack into the cliff, but that would be a time waster Sting really can't afford. Yes!
And Natty has reached the bottom. What a great achievement for Natty. Something she wasn't too fond of, but she's conquered her fear.
So she's running over to Sting's gathering point, and that's one member down for both of the teams. Natty and Lizzie seem physically well matched, but this ended up anything but a close race, and what split them was Natty's evident fear of heights.
I was a bit scared and I fell a bit on the rocks, but once I started to get up and going, I sort of grew a bit more confident, but I was still pretty scared, but I managed to do it.
I wasn't scared at all, so I just raced down as quick as I could, and Natty had a bit of a fear of heights, so that was kind of an advantage.
And it meant Lizzie hit the ground while Natty was still way up on the cliff face. There was an alarming moment when she lost her footing before she touched down with the Silver Pit Viper 32 seconds after Lizzie. So that 32 seconds will become close head starts in the next head-to-head climb down when Peter takes on James. While Natty and Lizzie look on, they're in position at the top of the cliff. They're both staring straight ahead, clearly trying to keep utterly focused. You just know that they both want to give this their all for their teams, as they have done throughout their time on the island.
Peter, intelligent, considered, and has been instrumental in Sting's victory over and over again.
If the opposing team were just this far ahead, I would never give up.
Next one!
He was initially one of the more hesitant adventurers.
I can't say I'll make a good team captain, but I think I'll do an all-round job, but not an excellent job, I guess.
But he found the qualities of leadership within himself.
Catch it! Yes! Woo!
And this was recognised by his team.
He's just a great person overall.
Winning that clamshell was such a proud moment on being on Scorpion Island and being a part of Sting.
Peter faces the ultimate test now for Sting, but he's about to take on a driven opponent for Claw. Despite his spirit for adventure, James hadn't travelled this far before.
I've never left Wales before, except for once when I went to Lapland with my mum and dad, but I've never been out of Wales before, but I should be okay.
James earned the right to be Claw's founding captain.
James!
He pushed himself in challenges.
I think Scorpion Island's changed me by making me more of a team worker, because usually I don't really do a lot of working in a team.
And he's been a consistent motivator.
We have to stick together now.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the major part of it. We cannot split now. Yeah? We all need to work as a team together and do our best. We have to win. No matter what happens, we really have to pull together as a team and do our best.
But now, will he find the motivation to hang on to Claw's current lead?
Really excited because Team Claw are going to give it their all for this. We're all going to try our best to get down there, to do whatever we're trying to do and escape from Scorpion Island.
Another awesome pair. But remember, thanks to Lizzie having beaten Natty, James has got a head start here. He'll go 32 seconds before Peter, but can he make this count?
3, 2, 1, go!
And James is off. He's making solid progress. Will Peter find it hard to make this ground up?
Peter's still waiting to get the okay that it's his turn to go.
And that must be so frustrating for him and for Natty, because James is proving just as brave as Lizzie was and taking confident, bold strides down. And even the sheer rock face does not seem to be troubling him.
That advantage really is helping Claw.
But there's not long now till Peter is allowed to start. Yes, there it is. Peter's away now. Whoa! No, he's okay.
Come on, Peter! Don't look down!
Well, if he did look down, he'd see that James is already at the bottom and is dashing over to join his teammate Lizzie. This is excellent stuff from Claw. And it means Peter has really got to pick his pace up. Oh no! That might have cost him precious time. Well, Peter's new technique of bouncing is proving much quicker than the small steps he was taking earlier.
Hurry, get up, Peter, quick!
So he's back up again, and now, yes, he's there! He's racing over to join Natty, and she should be pleased with him as he's managed to cut 4 seconds off Chloe's lead. James made great time down the cliff face, really taking advantage of the 32-second head start Lizzie had won for him.
I did try and go as fast as I could, but at some points I couldn't go because I kept stopping halfway down. But I mean, it was really fun. I still enjoyed it.
He was almost down to the beach before Peter could even get going. And though he essentially had no chance of victory, Peter did manage a quicker descent than James.
After doing the challenge, I feel so confident and proud of my team.
And they should be proud of you, Peter, because you've clawed it back by 4 seconds. So in the third race, Katie will start 28 seconds after Dylan. Next time, Sting and Claw continue their perilous descent in their exciting escape from Scorpion Island.
I felt quite scared because I've never actually done anything like this before.
The second stage of the escape is revealed to the teams.
You have to return your island treasures back to the island.
But the island makes nothing easy.
We'll see you next time as Sting and Claw attempt to escape.
Don't forget, you can join all the action online right now. We'll see you soon for the next stage of the escape from Scorpion Island. Bye.
Goodbye.